This country is about ensuring the rights of its people.
Oh, I see. So you got an A in social studies. Well, riddle me this, Batman. Why do you deny me the right to say what I think?
Because you're filth.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Only clean people have rights. Next victim.
Hello, Mr. Stryker?
Yeah? Yeah. Hey, look, pal, just because this is a college radio station doesn't mean the airtime is free. What do you want?
Well, let's be honest. This country could save a lot of money if we legalized drugs.
Oh, for crying out loud, will somebody please put the 60s out of its misery? I mean, it was the most embarrassing period in this country's history. We let the Pinkos get totally out of control because we felt sorry for Kennedy being shot.
How can you say that?
Listen, Moonbeam, you're having another acid flashback, so do me a favor, would you? Gather up your Paisley, your Bong, your Grateful Dead records, and get the hell off the planet so the rest of us can get back to reality. Peace, love, dove, baby. Next victim.
Yes, I'd like to talk about genocide.
Genocide? What's that, an antacid? Oh, wait a minute. I know what you want to talk about. You want to talk about the Holocaust. What's your name, friend?
My name's not important, and I'm not your friend.
Well, the Mad Rabbi has no name. Well, tell me, Rabbi, how many times do we have to hear about the Holocaust and why? I mean, it's terrible that so many Jews were killed, but Stalin killed just as many Russians. I mean, the Turks slaughtered over 2 million Armenians, and the Khmer Rouge killed more than 1 million Cambodians. So why do we have to keep hearing about the Holocaust? Is it A, Jews control the print and media in this country? Or is it B, Jews own all the banks in this country? Or is it C, the Americans need the Israeli grunts to do their dirty work in the Middle East, so we tolerate it?
You're a fascist.
I'm an American, pal. Born in the USA, I fly a flag in front of my house every day. I live and breathe the red, white, and blue. This is more than I can say about you, whimpering, pink-bellied crybabies. The Holocaust happened half a century ago. You're still using it to make us feel guilty. We are sick of it. America, wake up! Stop feeling guilty. We didn't cause the Holocaust, and we're tired of hearing about it. There's nothing to feel guilty about. Next victim. Where's your head, pal? Sounds to me like you're talking out of your belly button.
Listen, Stryker, I think you...
Hey, Jughead, thinking got you in trouble in the first place. Anyone who can't see that the Japanese are invading this country has been eating too much bran and spending all their time on the toilet. It's Pearl Harbor again, America. Next victim.
What a jerk.
Hi, this is Patty. I think you're real funny and probably real cute.
Well, if it isn't the Airhead Brigade led by Patty, bimbo extraordinaire who obviously called to hear herself talk. Unfortunately, I'm interested in ideas, Patty.
And a feminist to boot.
Here's one. Sexual harassment. Another way to say feminist castration. Now, I'm betting Patty here hems her skirt just below the crotch so us guys can oogle her legs all day. But comment on those legs and Patty screams rape, runs to the boss, and gets some poor dimwit fired.
Opinions.
Well, he's disgusting. Entertaining, but totally disgusting.
Guy's just goofing. That recording was made Friday night, about 3 hours before his attack.
He's asking for it.
Well, from the size of the bomb, Looks as though they were just trying to scare him. Unfortunately, the explosion ignited the fuel line and the whole car blew up.
Do we have any suspects? I mean, besides everyone in the city with the radio.
We've got evidence that Stryker was involved with the campus group known as the United Front. Believers in, among other things, a Zionist conspiracy and the genetic superiority of the Aryan race.
The guy's just after ratings. I bet he doesn't believe a word of that crap.
Yeah, well, from now on, you're going to be doing it for ratings. I'm sending you in to fill his slot.
Good choice. Who knows, maybe a backup career.
Fan mail. Those are some of the threats and hate letters that Stryker's received over the past few months. Now, if you'll notice, most of them are signed with the initials SAR.
Students Against Racism.
Yeah, that's a campus group formed in opposition to the front. They're led by a man named Michael Cateman. Officer, I want you to check him out. Harry, you and Pinhole are going to be working back up.
Oh, great, Captain. We're gonna go in to bust someone for fighting Nazis.
Wrong, Sherlock. We're going in to bust someone for attempted murder.
Hope Hitler's watching.
You know, Stryker does have a right to his opinion, Douglas. Simply because someone doesn't agree with that opinion doesn't give them the right to firebomb his car.
Or drive a stake through his heart.
Or rip his lungs out.
Or nuke his family.
Kill his dog.
Hi, David Drake, running for student board. Here you go, take that. Count on your support. David Drake, hope I can count on your support.
Here you go, take it back. Thanks a lot.
Go. Hey, the United Front's there for you. Be there for us on election day, okay? All right. Take one of these. There you go. Hello, hello. David Drake, running for student board. How you doing? David Drake, how you doing? Hey, the United Front's there for you. Be there for us on
I'll take one of
election day,
those.
all right?
Do you mind? You make me sick.
Oh, come on. We'll give these jerks the attention, because that's all they want.
Hey, Cateman. Saved my life, buddy.
You got a problem?
What?
You got a problem. That was your show at Community State, right?
Oh, yeah, Dennis Steele. How you doing?
All right, I'm Roy Hodges. I'm the station manager. I'll also be your engineer. I hear your show was a knockout, man.
Yeah? You liked it?
Well, I haven't actually heard it, with all the chaos around here. Eric getting hurt, You know what kind of show we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not Community State. I mean, we run a commercial radio station. It's all about numbers, man.
Right.
Now, I want you to push this thing to the limit. Get these people frothing with hatred.
Frothing, right.
Uh-huh. Just ram your opinion right down their throats and scare the bejeevers out of this community.
When do I start?
It's Back Talk with Eric Stryker. The number to call? 555-TALK.
Oh, hi, this is Dennis Steele. You got a problem? I'm filling in for Eric Stryker, and I'm ready to take your phone calls. It's 555-TALK. So if you got a problem and you want to talk, it's 555-TALK. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. You got a problem? Hello, you got a problem?
You hit the intercom button. The caller's on line 2.
What?
You hit the intercom button. The caller is on line 2.
Did I cut him off?
Yeah.
Okay. Next victim. It's 555 talk.
I really, I like him, but I'm overweight and I'm afraid he'll laugh at me.
Well, Chrissy, it sounds like you have a little problem with your confidence. Actually...
Yeah? Yeah?
What are you saying?
You were telling me.
No, hang on. You got a problem?
I told you my problem.
What the hell was that? Chrissy? Hello? Chrissy? Line 3, you got a problem?
Yeah, man. You's a big problem. You talking some trash, man.
What are you talking about?
No, all that stuff about black people not being able to speak no proper English and nothing like that.
Wait,
No, what you be calling proper, man? Huh?
Wait, what are you
talking? Look at you. You ain't even got the respect to talk to me.
I never...
What? You calling me a nigga?
Wait a second, what are you talking... what are you talking about?
No, go on and say it, man. I know you want to say it. Just go on and say it. Go on, man. Say it. You know you want to say it. No, what's your problem, huh?
My problem is I don't know what to call you. One day it's colored, the next day it's Negro, then it's black, and now it's Afro-American. I mean, why don't you make up your mind, huh?
You know, normally I would say not to confront these guys directly on their own turf, but in your case...
In my case...
I mean, spitting was a very effective approach.
Well, I just can't hold back with people like that.
Yeah, well, you're a fighter.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
No, hey, look, I think it's important to stand up to a guy like Drake, you know? I mean, well, a lot of people just wave him off. They say, hey, he's just one guy, but that's how the scrap starts to build momentum.
Think he's got a chance?
Being elected? Yeah, sure, why not?
But he's such a
fascist, you know? He's a fascist who knows exactly what people want to hear. I mean, how do you think Reagan snowed the country for the past 8 years?
Well, I take it you're not the spokesperson for the young Republicans.
Well, Democrats aren't much better, you know? I mean, you look in your thesaurus under self-destruct, and, I mean, it's like you wind them up every 4 years, they nominate the guy who's least likely to win.
Why couldn't you be president?
Of the country or of the university?
The first one, then the other.
Well, nah. I think, you know, if you want to change society, you can't do it from the inside.
Hey, Michael!
Yeah?
You hear this new guy on KTMB?
No.
Hey, listen, Knucklehead. What you call fascism is what I call expressing an opinion. And that's the principle that this country was founded upon. They call freedom of speech.
But you're saying people on welfare...
I'm saying if a man can stand up and get out of bed in the morning, he can put in 8 hours of work.
Still, you're just kissing your rich white boss's butt.
As long as I ain't kissing yours, cheesehead. Next victim.
Huh. That's good. That's really great. They replace a lunatic with a moron.
Why do those damn Europeans hate us Americans so much?
Well, they're jealous. I mean, look at France. I mean, how many times do we have to liberate those people before their cab drivers pay us some respect?
Damn straight, partner.
How about a cheer for the French? Thanks, Lars. Lars, our Norwegian engineer, 220 pounds of area muscle.
Yeah.
Next victim, you got a problem?
There's a lot of programs on television that I find offensive. Oh.
Next victim, you got a problem?
Yeah, what about that oil spill in Alaska?
Oh, give me a break, pal. Next victim.
Yeah, you think the Dodgers can repeat?
Go back to the clinic, buddy. Next victim, you got a problem?
Yeah, why do you think Orientals are such bad drivers?
I'm glad you called.
Hey, Steele. Heard your show tonight. Hell of a job. We buy you a drink?
This is the Man of Steel in his studio with his guest, Salman Rushdie. Welcome aboard, Sam.
Thank you, Dennis.
Sam will be answering questions later on his new book, Buddha, That Fat Jerk. But first, we're going to answer some phone calls. Who's my first victim?
Hi, Dennis. It's me again. Chrissy, how are you?
Chrissy, read my lips, all right, honey? The reason why your boyfriend has no interest in you is because you're a big, fat pig. So take the Twinkie out of your mouth, all right, and take your chunky thighs to the gym, all right, baby? Next victim.
Yeah, Dennis, what's going on with all this Mideast garbage?
Well, I'm glad you called. Historically, people who look alike kill each other. You got the Japanese and the Chinese, you got the Pakistanians and the Indians, you got the Arabs and the Jews. But hey, the question we must ask ourselves is, hey, why do we care?
You know, Dennis, you are the best.
Yeah, you're super, honey. Next victim.
This apartheid thing, it's slavery, man. It's no different than the Civil War.
Yo, caller, you know what you have in common with the Civil War?
What?
You're both history. Sam, you've been after Muhammad. You've been after Buddha. I mean, who's left, pal? Jesus, Moses, Bruce Springsteen, what?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that, Dennis, because I've been interested in demythifying the most sacred of American icons, Elvis Presley.
You fiend.
I have this theory that Mr. Presley never actually sang on his records, but in fact, it was Colonel Tom Parker who felt he didn't have the proper physique to pursue a theatrical career.
You mess with Elvis Presley, and I'm gonna kill you on the air. Hey, Lars, hand me my squirrel gun, pal. You're out of here, buddy. Let's get back to some white people, all right? Next victim. Okay, caller, you got a problem?
You're high on it, aren't you, Steele?
What?
It's addictive, and you're hooked.
What the hell? What do you...
Too late to turn back.
Must be a full moon. Hello.
Dennis, blow me up, guy.
Come on, you got a problem?
I want to be blown up on your show, dude.
All right, man, I hope it's to smithereens, buddy.
Nice place. It's my folks. I promised I wouldn't burn the place to the ground, so they agreed to let me use it while they're away.
Dave?
Hey.
Meg and I were beginning to think you bailed on us.
I ran into Dennis down at Mackenzie Hall. We got to talking. I figured he could use some refreshment.
Dennis, your show was incredible tonight. Thanks. I mean it, really. You're the best.
Thank you.
I keep telling him, you're the man. Come on, I'd like you to meet somebody.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya.
All the phone lines are lit, but a lot of you concerned voters are coming up and asking me, who do you want in the campus election? Well, I hear Mike D is a bit depressed, and I hear Teddy's too busy taking swimming lessons. Hey, Lars, can we vote for the great one again? No, Lars, not Wayne Gretzky, pal. Ronald Reagan, all right? All right, I'm going to do a little contemplation, a little soul-searching. Then tomorrow, I, Dennis, the Man of Steel, will be at the candidates' rally to announce in person my endorsement. And then we will see if you have a problem with it. Next victim.
The time has come to put the voice of the student back in student government. We need to seize the bright promise of tomorrow and make it a shining example for today. And so, my fellow students, when you step to the polls this Thursday, I hope you will consider carefully and cast your vote for me. Thank you.
And now to introduce our next candidate, the voice of Campus Radio's Back Talk program, Dennis Steele.
Thank you. I would like to introduce a man...
Nazi.
A man who is not afraid to speak the truth. and stand up to the criticisms of liberal do-nothing little twerps who kowtow. You know, if you would just listen to a little clear-headed logic and stop acting like a bunch of crybabies, you just might learn something.
Hey, Steele, what do you think about these Russians playing baseball?
I think it sucks.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Well, think what would happen if the commies start beating us at the one thing that's the essence of America, pal.
Never happened, man.
Oh, never happened? Just remember that Fidel Castro supports a designated hitter rule. All right? Next victim.
Hey, Dennis, what do you think happened to Jimmy Hoffa?
Oh, no. You didn't hear? When Orson Welles died, they cut him open and Jimmy Hoffa fell out. Boy, you've been in the dark, honey. Next victim.
Hello, Dennis. Henry Kissinger.
Oh, Henry, you space shuttle diplomat, you. How you doing? How's Dan Quayle doing in night school, huh?
Just fine, thank you. The vice president can now say maybe in 10 languages.
Maybe in 10 languages. Wow. Let's see Jesse Jackson top that. Lars tells me I have to read this thing that the lawyer sent down, so here it goes. The opinions on KTMB are not necessarily those of the management of KTMB, but then again, maybe they are. Next victim. Hey, Judy, is Captain Fuller around?
No, he left about an hour ago.
Some rally today, huh? Can you believe that guy?
How's your jaw?
He's got a decent right hook. You got anything from him?
No, nothing definite, not yet.
Listen, I want you to stay on your toes with this guy. I mean, his elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor, if you know what I'm saying.
He believes deeply in what he's doing. I mean, sure, he can go a little overboard sometimes.
Yeah, he can use a few lessons in diplomacy.
All I'm saying, Dennis, is I can understand what he's so angry about.
And I do, too. Judy, I believe in the politics he's screaming about. That's the problem. No one's gonna listen to a nut.
They listen.
No, they don't. You need somebody with some political savvy, some smooth talk.
Like Drake?
Unfortunately, guys like that have a better chance of being heard and believed. And I'm just telling the truth here.
Oh, yeah, you're real big on the truth, aren't you, Dennis? As a matter of fact, I've been listening to your truth all week. And it seems to me you're getting real good at spewing that crap out onto the airwaves.
Listen, I'm sorry if my show's offended you. But we're police officers, remember?
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Listen, I'm the one who's sticking his neck in the noose. If anyone's taking their role too seriously, it's you. I think you've been letting that idiot get to you. And if that's the way we have to solve the world's problems, then I like our chances. Because our president could kick butt on some diaper-headed old poofter.
Keep them flying, Steele.
Wow, man, I feel mondo vicious tonight. Come on, Lars, feed me some raw flesh. Who's this now?
Is this the man of steel?
Able to leap tall liberals in a single bound, pal.
Can we talk on the level?
On the level? Okay, I'm game. Let me guess, you're from outer space. No, wait a second. You're the son of the devil, right?
In a way.
Okay, Satan Jr., let's rumble, pal.
How are you gonna top this?
Well, I don't know. I thought maybe we can have your dad come on.
Exactly, Dennis. That's the only way, isn't it?
Well, no, we could do a remote. And me and Lars could go to hell and do a back talk. We could interview all the greats like Caligula and Napoleon. And, wait, too bad Momar won't be there, but hey, what the hell?
You'd do great numbers.
You bet we would.
Great. See you there.
Oh, this is great.
Just a slogan, though. Doesn't really mean much unless you back it up.
How's your hand?
Probably doing better than his face is.
It's kind of extreme, you know. You don't think you might have made people feel sorry for him?
Hell with him. I wish I'd have broken his jaw. Could have kept him off the air for a day or so.
You guys keep files on people?
No. We keep files on fascists.
Isn't that an invasion of privacy?
You think these guys care about the protection of privacy? They have files on all of us. Hell, J. Edgar Hoover had files on everybody from Martin Luther King all the way to President Kennedy himself. You want to talk about the invasion of privacy? The government invented the term. Still, though, I can't seem to find much on this Dennis Steele guy here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Says he did a show over at Community State, but I know a bunch of guys over there. They never heard of him.
Would you call the station?
Yeah, I did. They said he was on the air for a few months last year. I don't know, it just doesn't add up for me. You want to take this?
You want me to spy on him?
I want you to join the fight, okay? Because if you scratch the surface on a guy like this Steele here, there's no telling what you're going to find underneath.
Mr. Drake, how do you feel about black sports coaches?
Well, that's a loaded question. You're trying to coax me into saying that blacks aren't smart enough to coach.
I'm not trying to coax you into anything, you fascist.
Pipe down, idiot. Dave, you tell us. Do you think blacks have the brain power?
Well, let me answer that in a scientific way. Would you and our caller agree that blacks are the greatest athletes in the world?
No.
Come on. Blacks dominate every sport that requires purely physical talents. Basketball, football, track, boxing. They have it all. I mean, why do you think you never see a white man in a basketball dunking contest? You think they don't want to be there?
Dave, I would sell my soul to dunk a basketball.
So would I, Dennis. It would be great. But we can't because we have what's called white man's disease. We can't jump.
So, what's your point?
My point is that there are well-known black scientists who agree that for the last 200 years, the American Negro has been bred to be physically superior. So why is it not beyond remote belief that white people have superior brains?
You're a damn Nazi.
Nazi, I see. Is that the Raiders of the Lost Ark type Nazi or the Hogan's Hero type Nazi?
I mean the Hitler Nazi, jerk.
Hey, no name calling. You treat my guests with some respect, pal. Next victim. You got a question for Mr. Drake?
Let me ask you something, Drake. These well-known black scientists who figured all this breeding stuff out, would you say their brains are inferior as well?
I was expecting your call, Cateman.
Is that the Michael Cateman?
Head of Students Against Racism. He's an activist with a rather impressive 3.7 GPA.
Give the man a gold swastika. You've done your homework there, huh, Drake?
Yeah, I've got a 3.9 GPA to show for it.
Yeah, that's because you fattened the pot up with all those Nazi term papers.
Whoa, Lars, those are fighting words. Sounds like we got ourselves a major title fight. What do you think, another Thriller in Manila?
Yeah?
Hey, Cateman, what do you say you and Drake duke it out on the airways on my show tomorrow night? What do you say, Dave?
It'd be a pleasure.
Michael Cateman?
I'll be sure and bring plenty of Pepto-Bismol.
You heard it right here. Round 1 tomorrow night, the tale of the tape. David Drake, candidate for office, respected leader of the United Front, and masterful counterpuncher versus Michael Mad Dog Cateman, infamous radical with a devastating left hook.
Well, that's great.
What's great?
Well, it's great. You can go on the air. You can tell people the truth.
Yeah, great. I can stoop to the level of a bunch of rabid Nazis.
Michael, come on. You're 100 times more articulate than those guys. I mean, maybe if you threw more metaphors and a few less punches, people will listen.
Don't tell me what to do. These guys preach hatred and death. They're psychopaths in preppy clothing. I have no qualms about whether they live or die. In fact, I think they should die. They're horrible human beings. Tomorrow night is his night. This whole thing is going to be settled.
Denny Steele. Now, this is a real honor. I hear your show every night. Wouldn't miss it.
Great.
I want you to know there's a lot of us out there like the things you have to say. Next victim. Right. How's that, Dad?
It's great.
Hey, if you ever need a partner, you're doing a heck of a job. I think you're just great.
Dennis, I'd like you to meet Joe Peterson. Councilman Peterson, Dennis Steele.
Meet you, Dennis. Pleasure.
2 more days to the election, and my supporters have doubled.
Great news, isn't it, Dennis?
Yeah. It's only the beginning.
What are you talking about? David has a very promising future in politics.
See, once I get into power, we can start making changes. We're not talking about some little jack-toad student council. I would have real power over curriculum, hiring, scholarships, admissions. I'd be able to influence what's being taught, what's being learned. And not just me. We have people on campuses all across the country. Once I win, it'll pave the way for others.
Future leader of this city, this country, is right here.
We owe a lot of this to you, Dennis.
What?
It was you, Dennis. You opened the door.
No, Stryker did all that.
Stryker never cared about anything except the sound of his own voice, the power of the radio. Corrupted him. Attacking everything and everyone, including me, including his own principles. It was you, Dennis. You helped make it all happen.
Excuse me.
Hey, Dennis, great show tonight, man.
Love you, Steele.
You're great. Next victim, buddy.
You really gave it to those nigger lovers tonight.
So what do you have to tell me?
I think we might have been way off. I found out last night that Drake and Stryker had a major falling out.
So you think Drake blew Stryker up?
It's a possibility. I mean, he didn't confess anything. But he clearly hated the guy's guts.
Can you tell Fuller this?
Now, I want to see how close I can get. I want to see if Drake is sloppy enough to let something slip. Judy,
Look, I don't think Drake's our problem. This radio show tonight. But Cateman's been making a lot of threats, Dennis.
Towards me?
He swears he's coming after you, and I think he means tonight. So I'm going to go on the show with him. I'll watch his every move. Aoki, Penhall, and Fuller are going to check the SAR headquarters and your car. Make sure what happened to Stryker doesn't happen to you, too.
Live from the top of KTMB, the event you've all been waiting for. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dennis, the Man of Steel, with a special show tonight. In my left corner, I have Michael Mad Dog Cateman. Michael, since you're the challenger, why don't you introduce yourself and your guest?
I'm Michael Cateman, president of the Students Against Racism, and here we have Judy Brown, who is one of our members.
Turn out for Mad Dog tonight, but don't worry, folks, because in my right-hand corner, we have the reigning champion.
Hi, David Drake, founding member of the United Front and candidate for student board.
Renowned as campus expert on fascism and wholesale discrimination.
Well, the bell hasn't even rung yet, and Mad Dog is already swinging. Wow. Okay, let's can the cheap shots and play by the rules. Michael, what exactly is your big gripe with David Drake anyway?
Well, it's the same gripe I have with you, Steele. People like you feed off hatred and racism.
Nap time, Cateman. Tell us something we haven't heard.
Why don't you let him talk?
All right, Mad Dog. Instead of bellyaching about David Drake, why don't you tell us what you want to see in a candidate?
Actually, I have a better question for Mr. Cateman. If he wants to change things so much, why doesn't he run himself?
Excellent question, champ. We're waiting, Mad Dog.
The elections in this country have become the ridiculous posturing of a single elite group, and I feel that I can reach people in other ways.
So basically, you don't believe in our democratic system?
It's worked for the past couple of 100 years. I don't know what's the problem.
What's the problem is? The problem is a lot of people aren't getting represented in the voting process.
It doesn't surprise me that you believe that, Judy.
Why don't you say what you really mean there, pal?
I mean, seeing how Judy is black and a woman.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because people like you and Mr. Capeman have no faith in our system. I, on the other hand, happen to believe very deeply in this country.
Are you listening to this, America? Because this is how it starts. First Mein Kampf, then Nuremberg, then Auschwitz.
And now we're back to the Nazi name-calling. You believe this, Dennis?
If it were up to you, Drake, this country would be nothing but white men.
Who do you think built this country into what it is today?
Sure, but on the blood, sweat, and tears of every immigrant imaginable, you idiot. You're blacks, Mexicans, Chinese.
The very same people who are dragging this country down. Face it. Blacks in this country aren't productive. They eat up tax dollars with welfare, unemployment, food stamps.
You're a disgusting pig!
I'm stating fact, right, Dennis? Niggers are lazy. They don't...
Come on. Everybody out of here.
Come on, Dennis. Dead air. Let's go.
What the hell is your problem?
That's the thing, boy. Get the ratings, no matter who you hurt.
Tune in tomorrow for more Back Talk with Dennis Steele here on KTMB.
I can't believe I let that happen.
What?
That had to be the ugliest garbage ever to go over the airwaves. It made me sick.
Dennis, we just made college radio history. They're going to be talking about that show for years.
And that doesn't bother you?
Why should it? I mean, that's just a bunch of morons shooting their mouth off on the radio. Hey, why should I be threatened by that?
Because people believe that crap. They act on it.
Dennis, hey. If we don't tap into all that nastiness out there, somebody else will. And then they'll be the ones getting the blowout ratings while we're sitting around doing responsible programming and getting 4 listeners. Hey, the audience share that we got tonight, hey, it's gonna bring us some great offers, man. Maybe New York, Los Angeles.
Congratulations.
Dennis, lighten up, man. What you did tonight is gonna do great things for your career. Hey, and you didn't even have to get blown up for it.
I guess you liked the show, huh?
It had its moments.
But you could have done it better, right?
Nobody does it like I can do it. I have no fear. Gentlefolk, beware. Anything's possible with Stryker at the helm.
Why'd you do it? Was it an accident or a publicity stunt that went wrong? I mean, you didn't mean for that explosion to melt your face, did you? Look at your face, man. Look at it. Was it worth it?
It's not in the face. It's in the voice. Everybody in America wants to hear Stryker tell the truth.
But it's not the truth. It's a bunch of crap. You're selling hatred as a way of life.
Wake up, dream boy. Everybody needs targets for their hatred. That's why they listen to my show. That's why they vote for thieves who tell them what they want to hear. Truth. is a perception. This country is full of losers, and I'm just reaping what they've sown.
All right. Let's build on that momentum from last night, okay? Make them hurt.
It's Back Talk with Dennis Steele. Got a problem? Call 555-TALK.
Tonight, we're going to talk about pain. And we're going to talk about fear. And holes in your soul so big you can drive a truck through them. You're all scared. But you just can't see what you're afraid of. Hey, I'm scared too. I'm scared of dying of lung cancer. But I don't quit smoking. I just get angry. And then I get angry and I yell at some Arab because he's making more money than I am. Then you call me up and I yell at you. And you yell about some minority who you think is keeping you from being whole. I mean, you think if I humiliate some stranger, it's going to give you back a part of your life that was missing? Well, it won't. You all listen to all this hatred because you're terrified of finding out your life is hopeless. And then you want me to make you feel better by tearing other people apart. Well, I can't do that anymore. Because words hurt. Ideas kill. You know, I used to think it was funny telling racist jokes. I mean, I thought it was harmless. I never thought I would have to owe up to it. And then yesterday I hurt somebody I really care about. And I found out the power of hateful words. And now I'm apologizing to her, and I'm apologizing to you. I'm not going to tell you to turn off your televisions or not to listen to your radios, because that's not the answer. I believe there is truth, and I believe there is a light. And I believe there is a way for us to talk to one another and understand one another to make things better. I mean, it's not going to be easy. But that's what I'm going to try to do from now on. So if you want to talk to me without hatred, the phone lines are open. Hello?
Hi,
Hi. What's your name?
Deborah.
What would you like to talk about, Deborah?
I just wanted to call and thank you. I'll be listening.
Hello?
Dennis, It's Judy.